This week on Great British Menu,
Bags.
3 of Central Region's top chefs.
It's stressful, isn't it?
Daniel Smith, who's focused and competitive.
Well, I'm stirring, I'm praying.
Andrew Scott, whose food is about flavour and finesse.
I'm really pushing myself hard.
And daring and innovative Danny Gill.
I can't get this one wrong.
In the year of the Queen's 90th birthday, the chefs are celebrating the everyday Great Britain's honoured throughout her reign and competing for a chance to cook at an historic banquet at the majestic Palace of Westminster. Yesterday, Danny plated another winning dish, increasing his lead.
I'm giving you an 8.
But Andrew's main course also scored an 8, putting him just 1 point behind second-place Daniel. The competition is wide open, and the chefs are all desperate to make it to the judging chamber.
What are you doing, Danny? What aren't I doing?
But today's dessert is their last chance to shine.
Are you playing an attacking game or a defensive game?
One chef will be leaving the competition.
I'm feeling it, big time.
There's no in between with this dessert. It's just going to look like a car crash.
If it goes Pete Tong, I might as well just...
Get the bus home.
Exactly.
The chefs are competing to create dishes that are a celebration of the complete transformation of British cuisine during the Queen's historic reign. Looking for inventive and truly contemporary cooking is veteran Angela Hartnett, MBE. She's expecting show-stopping dishes.
You cannot wing desserts. There's no shortcuts here. So you really have to make sure that everything is right.
So, lads, down to the last course. Who's going to make it through tomorrow?
Massive day today. I'm gunning for both of you.
I've got to deliver a point above Andrew at least. So, you know, I've got to smash it.
I've got loads going on with this one. There's no in between.
That's not like you.
No, Danny, you never do that.
But no, literally, I could be going out if I don't pull this one off.
Right, look out then.
May the best chef win.
First up, Danny Gill, who's taken risks all week with his inventive contemporary dishes, topping the leaderboard. Today, he's serving another risky dish, hoping it'll take him through to the judging chamber.
My dessert is very complicated. There's lots of elements that can go wrong. If I pull this off, maybe I could pull out that elusive 10.
Hello, Danny. How are you?
Hello, chef.
You all right? Top of the leaderboard?
Yeah, it's a good place to be.
What's the name of your dessert?
It's called jam penny. I wanted to come up with a dish which represents giving back. Jam
Yeah.
penny, it's an interpretation of a Victoria sponge just cut into little pennies. I came across a British tradition called Maunday money, where the Queen gives out purses containing commemorative coins. It's something that I didn't know about before. My menu, I wanted it to be a little bit of a history lesson. So all the ingredients are the ingredients of what you'd have in Victoria sponge.
OK.
And I'm going to make a raspberry and Earl Grey tea. I'm going to be making a raspberry pâte de fruits jelly.
Right.
This is going to resemble some laces
Laces.
for the money bags. We've got some beautiful white chocolate. Going to temper this down.
Yeah.
One element is going to be the bag.
The
One
money
element,
bag.
Yeah.
Right.
One element is going to be the coin. Going to mix some with fouetting.
Yeah.
It's basically a broken down wafer, and that is going to give a real nice texture to the dish.
And also, what's the machine here?
So we've got a candy floss machine.
OK, fairground machine,
I've
yeah.
told you quite a lot about this dish already, and I want to save this one as a little bit of a surprise.
OK.
So you'll have to wait and see on that one.
Wow, it sounds exciting.
I can't do any more than what I have done, so, you know, it's all down to this one now.
Well, you've done very well so far, Danny.
Thank you,
I've enjoyed
Chef.
your food,
Thank
so
you.
looking forward to this, OK?
Thank you very
Good
much.
luck. He really seems to have nailed the idea behind this. If he can pull that off, making these purses with this chocolate money and the raspberry flavoured, you know, it sounds really exciting.
Next is Daniel Smith. His classically inspired menu hasn't always wowed veteran Angela, and he's only 1 point ahead of Andrew. He can't afford any slip-ups if he's going to make it through to Friday.
I'm apprehensive. I've got a lot of things to do. 100% want to stay in the competition. I want to cook for the judges.
Hey, Daniel.
Hello, Angela.
How are you?
Very well.
Good. Oh, raspberries again. Tell me the name of your dish.
National treasure.
OK. Who is the Queen, I imagine?
Well, the Queen is our national treasure, but also our fantastic Great Britons that have obviously been honoured by the Queen are our national treasure as well. So as a double edge, I've devoted this dish, which is fundamentally a peach melba.
OK.
So I've got some fantastic English raspberries here. Some of them are going to be made into a panna cotta type cream.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be a gold leaf and champagne jelly set on top.
Nice.
I'm also going to be serving a white peach Bellini with the English sparkling wine. There's also going to be some tarragon poached white peaches.
I've never had tarragon with peaches. That works well together.
It does work
It's a good
really, really nice. It's
combination.
very, very subtle.
Pistachios, what are you doing with those?
So I've got some pistachio. I'm going to make a snow, I suppose. And obviously, I'm going for the gold leaf in there to represent our national treasures, and gold signifies that.
And how are you feeling overall, Daniel? It's still very close between you all?
Yeah, it's massively close.
Yeah.
I've still got to deliver the best I can because I'm sure Andrew can come up with a stonker and I'm gone. So
Okay.
I've really got to deliver on this course.
I'm looking forward to tasting a delicious peach dessert.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
In this dessert, he is pushing himself a bit more. He's doing this foam, he's doing a raspberry gel. So there's lots of different things he's working on to really push the gastronomy and the technical side for his dish.
Last is Andrew Scott. He's bottom of the leaderboard, but he's determined to impress with a visually exciting dessert in a bid to win a place in the judging chamber.
I don't think there's anyone's going to catch Danny, but I need to smash Daniel, and I know he's worried.
Hey, Andrew.
How you doing, Chef?
I'm all right, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
OK, and how are you feeling? You feel this dish can pull you through?
Feeling really positive. I've hit the brief, I think, with it.
So, tell me the name of your dish.
The name of my dessert is Rita's Afternoon Tea, and it's inspired by this lady here.
And who's Rita then?
When I first started work at 14, I was a kitchen porter in my local hotel.
OK.
She worked at the hotel for 43 years and basically served afternoon tea. She got a MBE for her services to the hotel industry.
Oh, right,
So
fantastic. And have you told her you're doing this dish in her honour?
Yeah, I've told her, and she's over the moon.
So is this Rita's afternoon tea or your afternoon tea?
A bit of both.
Right.
I spoke to her. Her favourite dessert is a lemon meringue pie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do like a lemon meringue pie tartlet. I'm going to rework scones, jam and cream, making a donut, rolling it in a strawberry sugar made from the freeze-dried strawberries and filling it with a clotted cream mousse.
Yeah.
And then in a teacup that's going to go on the trolley, I'm going to do blueberry compote.
Right.
With some elderflower, and then on the top of there, burnt Cambridge cream, and then topped with a verjus espuma.
And do you think that all will work together as one dish?
That's what I did look at that, because I don't think I can do one thing for an afternoon tea and get away with it.
Sure.
So 3 things for me, a little bit of choice. If I can cook every single dish perfectly, then I could come out on top.
So Andrew's afternoon tea, let's hope that it lives up to what these Great Britons are about. You know, this has to marry as one whole dessert. Even though it's 3 little individual items, they need to come together.
As the chefs get cooking, there's a determined atmosphere in the kitchen.
Everyone's really going for it, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, I'm stirring, I'm praying.
Daniel, you're looking a bit more worried.
I'm always worried.
I'm 1 point behind. I've got to catch Daniel up. I don't want to go home today at all.
You're trying to chase me, so I'm trying to just keep quiet and concentrate on what
Are you
I've got.
playing an attacking game or a defensive game?
Who? Me?
You.
I'm just cooking.
Backs.
Danny is preparing a sponge and a raspberry and Earl Grey tea for his inventive dessert, inspired by the flavours of jam pennies.
Cream, jam,
Yeah.
sponge. This is just my interpretation of it.
He may be top of the leaderboard, but is yet to plate a perfect dish, and yesterday dropped points when his presentation didn't reflect the brief.
Yeah, lovely.
He's hoping this dish tells a clearer story.
What's Maundy money?
Maundy money is an annual tradition. This is the Queen's way, one way that she gives back, not only with the OBEs and the MBEs, but with commemorative coins.
I think you really nailed the brief.
Andrew is also under pressure to impress. He's making mini lemon meringue tartlets for his afternoon tea dish, inspired by his friend Rita Southam. awarded an MBE for services to the hotel industry. His main course nailed the brief, and he's hoping his dessert will do the same.
I love an afternoon tea. It's something that's been on the show a lot before, though, so how is yours different?
The story's strong behind it. It's based on a real person, stuff she likes to eat.
Yeah.
There's a picture as well. You got a picture?
The picture's on the plate.
Oh, really?
Although Andrew's main course came joint top, his other courses haven't scored as highly. He has to score more than Daniel today, or he's going home.
I've given myself a lot to do on this course. It's got to be a memorable dish, it's got to have a wow factor, so I need all that to come through when Angela's trying it.
Hey, Andrew, how are you getting on?
I'm good, thank you. I'm just making a type of donut. It's quite light.
And this is basically the take on the scones with the afternoon tea?
Yeah. It's a bit like pomme souffle, so they open
Right,
up slightly
okay.
hollow inside, so I can stuff them with some buttercreamies.
OK, got
And
you.
roll them in the strawberry sugar, which is there. Don't have too much of that.
And any risk making these donuts like this?
A bit like
Right.
parsley dumpling on the starter. I
Yeah.
told you it was going to be light,
Yeah.
and that undid me, so I need these to be as light as a feather to make up for the dumpling.
All right, I'm going to let you concentrate. Good luck.
Thank you.
Daniel is also having problems with his reimagined peach melba. His raspberry panna cotta is taking longer than expected to cool.
I'm up against it.
How's your panna cotta? Is it going to be ready?
Who knows?
Who knows?
We don't know.
You can't say that.
Oh, I can.
The mixture needs to chill over ice before it goes in the fridge. Otherwise, it might set unevenly or not at all.
I'll try to get it super cold. You know, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight on time. If it goes Pete Tong, I might as well just...
Get the bus home.
Exactly.
The panna cotta will be served with peaches poached with tarragon.
Those peaches look amazing.
Yeah, they're really lovely peaches.
As a proud Norfolkman, Daniel called on some favourite regular customers to help develop his dessert. Alan Gray and Graham Robeson own East Ruston Old Vicarage Gardens, a popular attraction in East Norfolk.
It's a private garden which they allow the general public to visit. They've been fantastic customers of mine, and I trust their opinions in terms of their food.
Alan and Graham have spent almost 30 years building the 32 acres from scratch. There's a walled garden commemorating the Queen's Diamond Jubilee and an abundance of fruit and vegetables.
We always include lots of flowers in with our vegetables, because if you include flowers, you get pollinators in, but it also cheers the heart of the gardener that has to work in amongst the vegetables, I think.
I totally agree. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
As well as running the gardens, Graham has been honoured by the Queen for voluntary political service.
I've received an OBE, which is an officer of the Order of the British Empire.
It's pretty distinguished.
Wow, it's very nice to have, yes.
Daniel's national treasure peach dessert not only honours the Queen, but also celebrates his friendship with Graham and Alan. So it was important Daniel got their seal of approval.
It looks absolutely delightful. Fabulous. What do you think, Graham?
And the raspberry's very strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Really
Yeah, I think the
come full.
acidity works nicely with it as well.
As you can see, I've eaten it all, so
Oh, it must have been
it
terrible.
has to be a 10.
All week, Daniel has favoured classic cooking, but he's hoping his take on a peach melba, with its modern white peach foam and pistachio snow, will be a winner.
It means masses to me. I want to get to the final, so I'm feeling it big time.
Daniel's panna cotta is finally setting, but he still needs to finish the jelly, which will sit on top.
Hey, Daniel, how are you?
Oh, I'm getting there.
What's in there?
So
Oh,
I've got
gold leaf.
some gold leaf in there. There's also, so they are raspberries that have been steeped in the English wine.
Okay.
That's going to be jelly just sit on top of my my panna cotta, I suppose.
Okay.
So it's going to be poured over this, which I've been panicking about.
You're normally cool as a cucumber,
I am
Daniel.
normally cool as a cucumber. I'll be in that. I'll be fine in a little while.
I'll let you get on. Thanks a lot, Daniel.
Thank you.
What are you doing, Danny?
What aren't I doing?
All week, Danny's created highly technical and complex dishes. With 8 elements, his dessert is equally challenging. He's tempering chocolate for his Maundy money bag, white chocolate and feuillantine crispies, and coins.
My chocolate is my main concern.
You've got that points cushion though, so even if you do mess up a little bit...
No, if there's no in between with this dessert, it's just going to look like a car crash.
Well, I'm doing 3 desserts, so you can have one of mine if you want.
Danny's also using raspberries to prepare French pâte de fruits. These sugary and sour jelly sweets will provide the string for his bag. It's a tricky and exacting process.
OK, Danny.
Hello.
How are you?
Busy.
Sorry to disturb you.
No, it's cool,
No, what are you doing, tempering?
I've got my chocolate being tempered just now. I've got my...
jelly.
I've got my ice cream to go on next and churn that.
And candy floss is last minute?
Candy floss is right at the last minute. And then I'll be there.
OK, right, Danny, I'm going to let you get on with it, OK? Take care. Danny looked phonetic, you know, he looked like he was literally one hand, one foot whisking, you know, he had his jelly set in. So let's hope he hasn't given himself too much to do.
Andrew is also using modern techniques for the final element of his afternoon tea. He's hoping a blueberry sherbet sorbet and foam using verjus from unripened grapes will impress veteran Angela.
I'm really pushing myself hard. I'll be gutted to go today. I really want to get through to tomorrow and cook for the judges.
He's serving the modern components with a blueberry and elderflower compote, topped with a classic Cambridge burnt cream, or creme brulee.
Nice thick custard. Hopefully they'll set in time. And then I am going to top it with my blueberry sherbet sorbet, my verjus foam. If the dish gets too high, the whole thing melts, it's ruined.
Daniel is first to plate up his reinvented peach melba. He hopes his problematic panna cotta has set. The set raspberry panna cotta, topped with raspberry and gold leaf jelly, is first on the plates, followed by raspberry gel and poached peaches.
It's all poached nice.
Yeah, poached beautiful.
Next is a sprinkle of pistachio snow, raspberries, and raspberry ripple ice cream. Daniel's take on a Bellini, white peach foam, topped with English sparkling wine, is a toast to the Queen's Great Britons. The dish is served on a regal cushion.
Looking pretty. What do you think, Andrew?
I can see the wobble already, and that's going to be a good panna cotta, I think.
Well, it's all to play for now.
It really is. OK, I'm looking forward to tasting this. I'll take this, you take the cushion.
Wow. Looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it?
Yeah, lovely. It's really set nicely.
I don't know what he's worrying about.
Happy with the consistency of the panna
definitely.
cotta?
Falls away straight away once you eat it.
It's just
Yeah,
set.
just literally set.
Lovely flavour.
Really nice.
And the peaches, they've come out, they're cooked exactly as you wanted them to be?
Totally, they were really ripe, so I'm very happy with that, yeah.
Do you like the texture of them?
Don't know, a bit over poached.
And then you've got the raspberry ripple ice cream, I'm presuming?
Correct. That's correct.
Yeah, and was it pistachio underneath? Yeah.
There's just a little bit of pistachio snow there as well to complement the crunch.
Oh, he's nailed that.
Yeah.
That is awesome texture.
Hopefully you enjoy the Bellini there. I'm very happy with it.
That's really nice.
You're nicking off me. Cheers, mate.
That's absolutely delicious. Really clean. Really fresh.
Do you think that's fit for a banquet?
I believe it's fit for royalty now.
I'd score it a 9.
I need to concentrate on mine now and make it perfect, and it will be right down to the wire.
How was that? Fun. I'm happy.
Just hope she doesn't like it.
Cheers, mate.
Danny is making the final element of his dessert, candy floss, which will cover his Maundy money bags.
This is where I started my bit, you know, where I started to learn to cook.
What, do you work on the fair?
Yeah. So it better be as good as what I used to make when I was like 13.
I'll try my best for you, Chef. I'll try my best.
You doing toffee apples as well, or
No toffee apples, no.
goldfish in a bag?
No.
No?
First on Danny's plate is the white chocolate and sponge bag, with sweet and sour raspberry string. Danny fills the inside with white chocolate mousse, white chocolate and feuillantine crispies, raspberries, Earl Grey and white chocolate ice cream, and white chocolate pennies. He covers the edible Maundy Money bag in the candy floss. The raspberry and Earl Grey tea is served in a teapot.
Pleased with everything?
Yes.
Good. Andrew, what do you think?
One of the most interesting dishes of the week.
I totally agree.
Okay, all right, I'm going to take this one.
Yep.
You bring the tea.
Enjoy. Thank you. Well done, mate.
So the idea is to pour the tea straight onto the candy floss?
Yes, please.
Ah, so it melts it all.
Yeah.
Ah, got you.
I'm not too sure if the gets put down in front of them, they'll know straight off what it is.
And what about the candy floss? That worked for you in terms of flavour and what it needed to do for the dish?
Yeah, it's more of a visual thing, and then when you pour the tea over the candy floss, it gives you that little bit of wow factor.
I'd have liked to eat the candy floss. I love candy floss.
Well, I like candy floss too.
It's dissolved though, isn't it?
And these are your little money?
Little coins.
Yep. And what about the ice cream? Good flavour? Enough Earl Grey for you, or a bit less?
I get enough Earl Grey flavour.
Maybe you could make it a bit more pungent.
Little raspberry laces.
And these come out exactly as you wanted them? Did you want them sweeter, sharper?
I just think they're a little bit of fun on there.
The laces, though, are a bit... Ooh.
Really?
Do you think the Great Britons will understand what it's supposed to represent?
There's a nice bit of luxury on there with the white chocolate, there's freshness with the fruit, and it tells a story on the plate.
I think it's a really original idea, and I think he's really thought out of the box here. I'd give him an 8.
100%, I agree on that.
Andrew is last to serve his dessert in honour of his Great Britain and friend, Rita Southam, MBE. He fills his donuts with clotted cream mousse and dusts with strawberry sugar. Everything will be served on a tea trolley.
Oh, mate.
Geezer.
Well done.
How was it?
You're lush, mate. Did you say anything?
Doesn't give anything away. No, we really didn't give anything away. Complete blank canvas. So,
Done in?
Andrew puts the finishing touches to his lemon meringue tartlets and tops with fresh and freeze-dried raspberries. His blueberry sherbet sorbet is served on the Cambridge burnt cream, along with the Verjus foam.
I think we're going out with a bang.
Freeze-dried blueberry powder finishes the dish.
This is in honour of Rita. It's Rita's afternoon tea. There's the lady herself, and that's her little tea trolley.
So the idea is you help yourself to the little items.
3 little treats. So should we serve the boys?
Serve the boys.
Okay.
And you can
Got
bring the
shapes.
trolley.
Whoa.
Right, OK.
Thank you.
Right, come on.
Yeah.
oh, he's really pulled it out of the bag again, hasn't he? He's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, yeah.
So this was a different donut mix, wasn't it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
I think that's lovely. It's really light.
Yeah, really
nice.
light and crispy, yeah.
They're as light that you wanted, you know?
They are light. I'm relieved they're light.
It's the sablé and this lemon meringue. That's crispy for you?
That's come out perfect for me.
The base hits the mark.
Really, really great crunch to it.
I wouldn't say super sharp, but it's really lemony.
For me, that works absolutely every single element.
I think I've got it right, with the balance of meringue and the fresh raspberries on top.
So this is with the Verjus foam. Is it set enough for you?
Yeah. Didn't want it too firm.
For me, maybe the mixture maybe could be slightly thicker, but nevertheless, that definitely does the job.
Yeah, the blueberry sorbet. I think it's my favourite bit in the pot there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And do you think that's enough for a dessert, or it's too big?
It is a big dessert.
Sure.
I know it is.
I suppose if we're being picky, it's quite big with 3 parts.
And Rita should like it, you think?
I hope Rita will be over the moon with it.
I can't fault it. I'm going to give it a 10.
We're worried.
Last one. Glad it's all over and done with.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Yeah.
I feel I've done enough on the dessert, but it all lies with Angela.
Like both you guys, I don't want to go home either.
Fingers crossed.
It's up to her now.
OK, chefs, how you feeling?
Tired.
Tired? Yeah? Do you feel you've ended on a high?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to start with you, Daniel, and your national treasure. Almost everything on that dish was soft. For me, I felt it needed a little more texture. There was a lot of raspberry on the dish, maybe a bit too much raspberry, maybe a bit more peach. However, the poached peaches were delicious, absolutely stunning. I thought the panna cotta was set beautifully. You know, it was a lovely panna cotta. And I really like that Bellini. I thought it was a lovely touch to the dish. Now, Danny, your dish, jam penny. The flavours in the dish were great, absolutely delicious. I thought the ice cream was superb. I liked the sponge, and when you poured the tea with a sponge, you know, it really would sort of work together. And the candy floss on top was a really lovely bit of theatre. But when I first saw the dish, I wasn't quite clear what it was. I wasn't sure that it looked enough like a bag, and I think you probably need to work on your presentation. Andrew, your dish, Rita's afternoon tea. As always in this competition, you've thought hard about that brief and you always get it right. I thought the lemon meringue was lovely and tart, it wasn't overly set, and you really got that crunch in the biscuit. The donuts, they were lovely and light, much lighter than I anticipated. And in the Cambridge cream, I like the foam on that, nice little touches. But the consistency of the cream, I felt to me, was a little bit loose. Maybe could have set a little bit longer. As you said, and we both said, it's a big dessert. Is that too heavy to finish on at the end of a meal? Now to the scores. The chef, with a 9, which gives them the highest score through this week, is Danny. Well done, you know, you led all week, there was some great cooking there and great technical ability there, so well done.
Thank you.
2 chefs left, but there's only one of you, I'm afraid, who's going through with Danny to cook for the judges. Daniel, I'm scoring you for this round an 8. And Andrew, I'm giving you an 8. So that means, Daniel, you're going to be cooking tomorrow with Danny.
Well done.
Hard luck.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
thought it was a 10.
Andrew, commiserations. Danny, Daniel, good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
What a great week.
Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Toughest week of my life. The Great British Menu Kitchen is a beast.
That was the big risk dish for me, the dessert, but I pulled it off. So I'm very happy with that.
It's got one more hurdle to go. Still got to get past the judges and beat Daniel tomorrow.
Right, I'm going for a beer.
Yeah, we're all going for a beer.